The first week of the fall sitting has come to an end. The week opened with a speech from the throne, opening the second session of the 42nd Parliament. And I will have to say, that was the most uninspiring throne speech I've ever heard. Nothing in that speech about addressing the shortage of nurses that is threatening our healthcare system. Nothing about supporting and making additional investments to keep our schools safe so we can keep them open. Nothing about providing additional support to small businesses, nor any information about supporting small businesses in implementing the vaccine certificate program that is so necessary to avoid another lockdown, closing businesses and schools. Nothing in this throne speech talked about the big issues that were discussed during the federal election. You know, the premier said he prorogued the legislature in order to respond to the federal election. Well, three of the biggest issues in the federal election was $10 a day childcare. 8 provinces have signed a deal with Ottawa. Why hasn't Ontario? Housing affordability was a major issue in the federal election, not even mentioned in the throne speech. The climate crisis was a big issue in the federal election, not mentioned in the throne speech. And so that's exactly why I tabled a motion this week calling on the government to declare a housing affordability and a climate emergency, and to take urgent action to address both. And one of the most important ways that we can do this is to stop sprawl. The throne speech talked about building more highways. That isn't what Ontario's needs. More highways that will supercharge sprawl and climate pollution. We need to build 15-minute cities so people can have an affordable place to live where they don't have to commute from so far away, where they can live near where they work and where they want to support small businesses and where their children go to school, so people have more time with family and friends and for community. And finally, I pushed the government this week to properly fund OHIP-supported eye care. The fact that optometrists for decades now have been asked to offer optometry services far below the cost it takes to deliver those services, it's not fair, nor is it sustainable. We need a strong, publicly funded way of delivering OHIP services that enables optometrists to break even so children and seniors can have access to the eye care they need. And I just want to say to all the people in my riding and across the province reaching out to my office, I have your back, and I will continue to fight for your access to OHIP-funded eye services.